So we're live, and as you can see, I've been coding today. We're going to be talking about the future of this actual platform. And we kind of want to invite you to the ground floor right now. This used to be a lot about comic books, but it was also about Barbara Unleashed, which was a kinky comic book. We got a lot of people who followed us for that more than they did comics. And I've struggled, by the way. I'm Mr. Anderson. Nice to meet you. If you don't know who I am, more than likely you know who I am because you followed me. There's my IP guy as we're trying to build new things because I'm in the middle of all different things right now because that's how it rolls, even while we're live. So it's nothing important yet. Still a waiting sound. So as I'm working and coding and trying to get things done, we has always really just been me. And I still love comics. I still love that content. I just am not 100% sure that that's what I want to focus on right now. I have begun to focus a lot more on to kink education. And I feel like this is the beginning of that change. But I'd also like to talk about other lifestyles. And I definitely think being a comic book fan is a lifestyle. I would like this channel to become about alternate lifestyles, kink, polyamory, comic book creating and collecting, because that to me feels like an alternative community, if nothing more, because it is sort of an underground community and it has its own cult following. So with your patience, I want to continue down that path. I fully understand if you want to unsubscribe because we will be talking about kink, but we'll be talking about other things. And right now, I just don't know where this next step goes. Being honest, I could pull the trigger and turn this all 100% kinky, but I'd rather not. I like making different videos. I think Verbal Sins can be a site for very different conversations at times, looking at things prospectively differently. I'm hoping that my audience, like everyone else's audience, will see the topic and decide what they want to watch and not watch. If you guys have a different opinion, that's the point of this video. If you guys want this to be only a comic book community channel, you could voice that opinion. I can tell you, though, given the choice of making this only about comic books or making it only about kink, I'm going to side with the kink. And if you do not want anything to do with kink, I understand that, and I'm giving the opportunity for you to leave. That's why this is not a polished video. This is just me, someone who's never given up, who has advocated for comic books and changed the way comic books were advocated for. And I see people doing things I was doing 5 years ago. I feel like what I did for comics, I can do for the kinky community through education. But I don't want to give up talking about movies, talking about kink. I think it almost feels to me that if people saw a kink educator and what they were into beyond that, me creating comics, like seeing me talk about comics, talk about movies, it might help people to realize that we're just not what you expect us to be and open more ideas like Barbara's done. Comic books and kink have gone hand in hand with me since I was 11, and I discovered comic books and that I was kinky. It was a weird time, but the journey continues, and I'm not ready to give up one for the other. Both have led to me having such amazing adventures. So Verbal Sins is going to be about the collision of comics and kink. And I just thought of that now, so I'm glad we're recording this video. I want your feedback. I want to hear you. I don't want to force anything down anyone's throat. Please, if you have an opinion somehow that's different, let me know. And I look forward to a bigger conversation. And I just realized if I'm smart about how we actually use the mirror, I can put things here. So that could be kind of cool too. And it's also laundry day, so taking the sheets off. But I wanted to stop and have this conversation. I look forward to many more conversations over the years. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know what you want.